newest Texan. Open it up for questions.
To play for your hometown team, to come full circle, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot. You know, it's an honor to be able to come back and play in front of my family and all the people that I grew up with. I know they've been pretty excited about the news lately, and they'll be fun to be able to come to a game and see me play.
Danielle, from afar, watching what the Texans were able to accomplish this past season, what drew you here? Obviously, the hometown tie-in, obviously. The success they had last year, how feeling was that as part of this?
I mean, it was a big part of it, you know. I remember last year during the playoffs, I actually came to the game against the Browns, and I liked what I saw there. So, and just the home feeling and how the guys were on the field playing together for each other and the way they swarmed the ball on defense, that was a big part of it. So I'm excited about that.
Danielle, when you were going through the contract negotiation, this isn't your first time for looking for a new deal. What were some things that you were looking for wherever you wanted to go?
I mean, anything that has to be dealing with contracts, I'll leave that to my agent. But the biggest thing was just having a good amount of guarantees. You know, you play the game of football, you know, you got to make sure you're guaranteed a lot of things. So.
But from a game point standpoint, what were some things you were looking for? Defensively, certain scheme fits, coordination.
Okay. Just being able to just go after the quarterback. You know, and the Texans, they showed that they were able to do it, and that's been in my DNA since I came into the NFL. And I'm happy to be able to go out there and just play for my teammates and bring that to the table. Oh man, that kid right there. I mean, he's exciting. You know, has a lot of tools. I was with him earlier, and he just can't stop jumping. How eager he is to just go out there and just rush the passer together. Very good kid. I'm excited just to be able to go out there and teach him a lot of things that I know, and help him become a better player. And same, learn a lot from him also.
What do you feel like your acquisition to the team could obviously work for the Texans this season and in the division around? What do you think your acquisition could do in terms of being able to potentially get them over the hump in a conference with other elite quarterbacks?
You know, I feel like the biggest thing about going into a football game is affecting the quarterback. You know, and if you have a team that's able to affect the opposite team's quarterback, it gives you a better chance of winning the game. So, you know, I like what we see here, what I see here with the D-line, and I'm able to add my attributes and skills towards that and able to affect the other team's quarterback.
When you were growing up, were you a Texans fan, or were you a fan of the team or a player who you looked up to?
Man, when I was younger, I grew up in Mario Williams, Coach Ryan's. You know, I seen that era, and I've seen all the stuff that they went through. So I was a big fan of Mario Williams and what he was doing. And I try to model my game after that sometimes, but I realize, you know, there's some things that he could do that are just not for me. So, but I grew up in that era, and I liked what I saw from that team.
Danielle, what do you like from Coach Nico Ryans and what he brings? It's not just a coach, but also as a football player. And it's now transitioned to the next stage of his life.
I like that he understands the players. You know, he understands players and having them being able to go out there and play for each other as a one unit. He brings in the family aspect of playing football. It's not an individual sport. You got to go out there and play for each other. So that's one of the biggest part about it. And he understands us players about what we need and what we want in order to be successful.
You mentioned going to the playoff game. I'm curious what prompted that. And you said you liked what you saw. I was wondering if you could expand a little bit more on the things that you liked.
I mean, I was home and I didn't have nothing else to do. And there was a playoff game was going on, so I was like, all right, let me go check it out. And went there. Man, the way they were just playing together, you know, the excitement, everybody celebrating for each other, you know, that hit me. So I was just thinking during this process, I was just thinking about that, you know, just being home and just seeing the excitement that they had, and that played a big part of it.
Can you talk to your high school coaches at Morton Ranch? They talked about how you continue to give back, giving the jerseys that the players have a lot of pride in. Your connections to Morton Ranch, what does that mean to you, and kind of just getting started there and the follow-up?
You know, it means a lot. You know, I was at that school when it first started. You know, been to the first playoff game that they've had, and then they've just been continuing to climb ladders ever since. You know, and it's very important to give back to where I came from. You know, they helped me in order to be where I'm at today, and that's a big part of who I am. So it's always important to just go back and just give back to my team.
And your track background, high jump, 400 meters, all that stuff, how much is that influence of what you're doing as you're kind of like in the track blocks, and that setting it now, and now your three-point stance, take it back before that.
I mean, I'm Jamaican, so it's in my DNA to run track. So it plays a big part of it, because playing on the D-line, you got to get out the blocks, get off, getting towards the quarterback. So it all translates over to playing football.
I know you play on defense, but how much does it help to look on the other side of the ball and then you have a quarterback and C.J. Stroud? What do you see from him in your games while you're on this side?
It means a lot, especially having a quarterback like him being able to be in the position that he is at such a young age. That's very impressive. It brings the team closer together and it gives them something to play for.
Danielle, you mentioned Will Anderson Jr. earlier, but what are some of your thoughts on the defense and also that Christian Harris as well?
Some of the biggest things that I've noticed is that being able to just go every play. We'll have interior pressure this year, and I feel like that's a big thing. Just having me and Will on the edge and the interior pressure, that's going to be a massive increase from what I saw last year.
Danielle, you wore 99 with the Vikings. It's kind of a special number here. Do you anticipate wearing that or having to change or what?
Man, 99. That's JJ's number. He's done a lot with that number. I'm not even going to mess with it. So to be able to do what he's done with that number for the community and the Texans, I'm just leaving that under him. So I've decided to possibly go with the number 55. So.
You were drafted by the Vikings, done so well there. Probably was the most impactful defensive player on the team last year. What were your emotions when they kind of gave you a message that they weren't going to bring you back?
I mean, I always felt like they were going to bring me back, but, business is business, and I just wanted to be very thankful for them giving me the opportunity to play in the NFL, because there was a lot of teams out there that, didn't give me the opportunity, and they were one of the ones that wanted to, and I was very thankful for that. Went back, thought through all the years of just playing there, how much of I grew as a player, and where I'm at today is because of them, and I'm thankful for that.
Can you honestly, former LSU player, kind of going back to Derek Singleton, just being that part of the university known for being PBU, what have you seen from him in his growth in year 1 and year 2?
Could you repeat that question?
Derek Singleton Jr., another LSU grad, what have you seen from his growth from year 1 and year 2? Just from afar.
Oh, the speed of his game. He's going out there. He's moving faster than what I've seen. Making plays. That's what you do as a DBU, especially when you go to LSU. So, but yeah, he's playing faster, making plays. From what I've seen so far.
What have your conversations been like with D'Amico Ryans, and did you mention to him that you grew up watching him play?
Oh yeah, I sat with him earlier. We talked for about an hour. He was just talking to me about the game of football. How it's able to impact your family and everything around you, and being able to just go out there and then just doing things the right way and just playing together as a team. That's big time, especially when it just feeds off of each other. That kind of energy, it feeds off of your teammates. So that's one of the biggest things he talked about. Just playing together as a unit, playing together as a team. There's never never a single individual out there just doing everything by himself. Everything works as a unit.
What are your mom's thoughts of you coming back to Houston so she doesn't have to go up to Minnesota to see you play?
Oh man, she was excited. I'm telling you, everybody was excited. My family, my coaches, they're all excited. Everybody that wasn't able to go to Minnesota to go to a game, they're finally able to come see me play and come see the Texans play.
In regards to the development, did you, obviously you enjoyed the environment, did you interact with any of the Texans players or any of the Texans coaching staff or anything like that after the game, especially seeing the energy that you saw that felt that was very positive?
I wasn't able to do that because I left early because of the traffic. So, yeah.
Ride ticket regularly, you didn't get a hookup or sideline pass or nothing?
So my agency got me a ticket. So we were able to figure something out. Got me a ticket. But I liked what I saw. I mean, good energy and all that.
I don't know if you've thought about this and if you haven't, but this is the city you grew up in. So, what impact do you kind of hope to have being here? How long is it you are here?
The biggest thing I feel like I need to do while I'm home is to be a bigger impact on my community. You know, give back to the kids. You know, showing that there's a way in order to get where you want to be in life. You know, so I feel like that's the biggest thing that I'm going to be doing right here.
Last two guys.
Danielle, do you remember when was the moment you started to realize that potentially coming back home was an actual reality?
I mean, honestly, I've been hearing it a lot from people, like family and friends, like Texans, and it's just like, you know how it is, it's a business. So free agency came, and you know, I just kind of figuring things out, me and my agent, and you know, it'd been just better for just like me to be here with my family. You know, great football team, great organization, you know, great quarterback, you know, great front office staff. You know, that played a big role in it. So, yeah.
There's a long list of looking at the stories in the past of nicknames that teammates and friends of yours have thrown at you, especially with all of your workout and your body build and all that. Any one of them stand out that you like the most?
Well, I've been called Vortex. I've been called Gumby. I've been called He-Man. But I feel like the biggest ones I like was from my first coach. He called me Gumby, Andre Patterson. So that was a cartoon before my time. So, yeah.
All right, thanks, Neil.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Before you guys ask questions, if you guys can state your name and affiliation, that'd be helpful. Appreciate it.
Joe, Aaron Wilson from KPRC TV. When you think about how you fit into this offense and what Bobby Sloan does, how do you feel about like kind of what your style play is for this offense?
Yeah, I feel honestly, I feel great being in this here situation. Got a great group of guys around me. Talk to the coaches, and just where they see me playing in this here offense is definitely exciting times, man. So I just can't wait to get going.
Brian Bearfield, every man told you Sarge with right to the Texas market USA today.
So
You
good.
got a chance to see the Houston Texans play this past season up in Cincinnati. What did you notice about their offensive scheme, and what did you think about CJ?
Yeah, man. Well, CJ, he's a phenomenal player. I mean, obviously he was the Rookie of the Year, and that ain't by no fluke. I think that we have a great group of guys in this here locker room. I was talking with D'Amico, and it's a lot of guys running around, young, don't know no better, and ready to get after it. And, you know, I've definitely been fortunate to be a part of something like that. So it's a great thing coming into this situation and, you know, basically picking up where I left off, man. So definitely in a great position here and definitely excited to, you know, start with my new beginnings.
What similarities do you see from the Bengals and what you see now with the Texans? There's a lot of similar pieces from both organizations.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say similar. Only reason why is just because I really haven't been in here too much to really know and get around and see the guys, you know, going and things like that. But, you know, the guys in Cincinnati, great group of guys, and, you know, I tip my hat out to everybody in that locker room, man. And, you know, with the guys in here, it's a great feeling to feel wanted and be around and, you know, just feel like you're going to be a part of that offense and a big part of it. And, you know, for me, I can't do nothing but, you know, be thankful for that, be in this position and get ready for what's to come. And I'm definitely excited for it, and I'm definitely looking forward to this season for sure.
Cole Thompson, FitNation.com. Joe, for starters, welcome to Houston.
Appreciate it.
For a second, what was your initial reaction when you found out that you were
Man, I mean, it was definitely a shocker. I could just say that it was definitely a shocker.
Jonathan Alexander, Houston Chicago, hope you're doing well, man. You said you spoke with the coaching staff. What did they see in envisioning your role, being and how you fit into this offense? And what do you think about it?
I think these guys, you know, like I said earlier, you know, they're young, they fly around, they make plays, and I think that, you know, where I could come in is, you know, bringing that part of that attitude and getting the guys to come along and being able to, you know, make plays and finish the job and get over the hump. I mean, that's what they brought me in for, and I firmly feel like I'll be able to get the job done and make things happen. So I definitely look forward to it, and, you know, I'm just ready to get after it, honestly. Oh, yeah, man. When I talked to D'Amico about, what was it, 2 days ago, you know, for me, I thought, you know, when I got on the phone with him, it was a hell of a feeling, man. It was like, you know, me feeling like I want to be here, like he embraced me, and he made me feel like I'm wanted. And I love that about him. You know, he was once a player as well, and I think that with what he brings in terms of his intensity and, you know, him wanting to be around a great group of men that, you know, wants to – he pretty much lead by example. And if you see him, you know, he's very enthusiastic on the sideline. He's jumping up and down while, you know, his players making plays. And, I mean, who wouldn't want to play for a guy like that, man? So I'm definitely feel like I'm here. I fit the culture and what they do and what they want to bring. So it's definitely a humbling time to be here, and I'm definitely ready and excited for this new beginning for sure.
to this organization after watching them last year
Yeah.
and knowing that you're going to be a part of helping them build and continue that culture?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was no different like how we were in Cincinnati. You know, we struggled at first when the head coach was there, and I felt like, you know, we brought in a great group of guys. Thought that ownership did a hell of a job bringing them guys in and signed a lot of free agents, did a great job in the draft, got some special players, and I think that we put everything together. And I think that what we got boiling here is pretty much the same thing. I thought the, you know, ownership here, you know, they did a hell of a job with getting, you know, guys like me, you got Danielle Hunter, and they bring in a lot of guys, and them just, you know, them just 2 players. But I think they brought in maybe like 8 guys free agency and things like that. But I just, you know, the things that they got cooking in here, I mean, the city, they should definitely be excited because it's nothing but excited things to be excited about. So I think that what we got here cooking right now is on the right track, and it's a lot of things to look forward to.
It was somewhat shocking for you to be traded. What was that 24 hours like? First, your reports come out after they signed Zach Moss, she'll be released. Then all of a sudden, a trade. And does that give you any motivational fuel to say, hey, well, you know, I'm not only happy to be here, but I want to show the Bengals what they're missing out on?
I mean, you know, for me, like I said, it was definitely shocking. You know, I took that 24 to 48 hours to hurt. You know, it took a while, and I'm still, you know, having, you know, emotional feelings about it. But that's a place, you know, where I could forever feel like that's home for me. And, you know, like I said, I'm just very grateful that, you know, them fans, they embraced me the way that they did, and I just love everything about the way that them fans were. We bought the city of Cincinnati. We got it lit back again, and, you know, I plan on bringing that same thing here. You know, these fans, I'm sure, you know, they got a taste of it last year, but I feel like with what we got in the making, man, I think that it's going to be a great thing. And, you know, like I said, man, I'm just excited to be here, feel wanted, and, you know, I just can't wait to make the most of my opportunity when my number is called.
Throughout your career, you've had 1,200 or more scrimmage yards 5 times in your career. What's allowed you to be that effective, that dual threat weapon? How are you going to be able to bring that to Houston?
Yeah, man, you know, I've had a hell of a run in Cincinnati. I think that, you know, the way that I train in the off season plays a major part in that. You know, with the opportunities that I got, you know, I pretty much tried to make the most of it. I thought that, you know, with my running back coach, Jay Hill, I thought Justin Hill, by the way, he did a hell of a job with making sure, you know, we was motivated each and every day. I think that, you know, that's what changed our whole perspective of, you know, the way we attacked the day. And, you know, I just can't say nothing but great things about him because, you know, I think that in terms of really taking that turn and leap of being a pro, I think that he definitely helped me become that pro that I am today, man. So, you know, shout out to my guy Jay Hill, and, you know, I obviously wish him the best in his career and what he's going to do, because I think that he'll do great things. But, you know, like I said, for me, it's more so, you know, just attacking the off season and, you know, my number being called, deliver. I mean, I was fortunate enough, bro, to have a lot of group of men around me that they were all special. You know what I'm saying? We had Chase out there. We had we had TB. We had a few really good tight ends, you know, my years being there. And, you know, we had Joe Burrow. So, you know, I had a hell of a supporting cast around me, man. And I think that what we got here is, I mean, the same type of firepower, bro. So I definitely look forward to, like I said, being a big part of this. And I'm very excited, man, to come out here with my new teammates, bro, and, like, really, like, get after it for real. So definitely look forward to it.
Chancellor Johnson out of KPRC, this looks pretty simple. What are the Houston Texans getting from Joe Mixon?
Yeah, man. One is a leader. I mean, I've been a captain the last 3 years in Cincinnati. You know, when I speak, I lead and, you know, speak with command. Guys, you know, they listen and they feed off of me. And, you know, I'm going to just continue to still be the same person that I've been since I walked in out there when I was 20 years old, man. And always been a leader, led by example, and I do be a vocal leader as well. I think that they're definitely getting a playmaker, and I think that the way things was being explained and the meetings that they're willing to showcase everything that I could do, which is very exciting. I've been waiting for this a long time, and you know, I just can't wait to make the most of every opportunity that I can, man, because I just know the type of player that I am and the guys that's around here and the supporting cast around. I think that I definitely could take this thing to the next level. And, you know, with the quarterback we got in CJ, man, I mean, that, like I said, he's phenomenal, and I know for a fact he's going to make that next jump. And that's in terms of them playoff wins. But obviously we take them one game at a time. Got to build the camaraderie around the team, and I feel like with me coming in here, and I'm sure they already got that as well, but, you know, I'm here to make sure we all gel together at a high level. We all competing, and we're going to do that each and every day, whether it's on the field, off the field. I think that, you know, like I said, what we got in the making here is going to – everybody, I think Houston got nothing but, you know, great things coming their way, and, you know, to be proud with everything that we're building here.
Jonathan and Cole to close.
You mentioned D'Amico having played in the league before. I'm curious, why is that enticing for players who maybe want to look for a destination? What do you feel like the biggest benefits were in having played for a coach who had played on the exact same and also played in the league as well?
Well, with D'Amico, man, if you just see him on the sidelines, bro, like, you could tell, like, he want to be out there. Like, he running around, he jumping, he doing all the things that the player do. You know, they all turned up, getting after it, and I think that with what D'Amico brings, you know, he's bringing that player that he was, and all he doing is transition it into coaching. And I think that he does a great job with leading his defense for number one, you know, making sure they match his intensity. And I truly feel like he's the one who has that train going, and obviously it correlates to the players. And I think that, you know, Houston have a hell of a defense. I mean, they got a lot of young guys, you know, just getting after it. They fly into the football, you know, causing turnovers and things like that. And I think that, like I said, what we got on offense, we're gonna do the same thing in terms of, you know, scoring a lot of touchdowns, making a lot of splash plays. And I feel like as we playing complementary football, I think would be a damn team to be reckoned with, man. So I definitely look forward to this 2024 season, man, and I'm just very excited.
Last one, Cole.
Joe, it's a two-part question. Most fans are always wondering what next jersey is coming out. Have you decided on what number you want to wear here, what you're 20 or do you plan to change that?
Yeah, man. I thought about changing it, but I think I'm going to stick to the 2-8. Just go ahead and stick to the traditional number of running backs, and 2-8 is going to be where it is. And I promise you, like I said, you expect a lot from that number this year. I promise you that.
And then you played with two of the best young receivers in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Yeah.
You played with two of the other young best receivers in Tank Dell and Nico Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Last season and what they can bring to this offense forward.
Yeah, man. Even Noah Brown, too, I think that he's a hell of a player as well. I mean, I think he ran it up for 200 on us in Cincinnati, man, and it was like, damn, like, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of familiar with the players that we have here, you know, not too much, but, you know, Tank Dell, he's a hell of a young guy. I think he's a rookie, and I think that, you know, his sky is the limit, man. I mean, he could do whatever, you know, in space, you know, taking the top off the defense. And, I mean, I think Noah Brown did the same thing. And Collins, I mean, he's a very good possession, and he'll go get it down deep too, man. So I definitely feel like, you know, with what we have here, we got the right thing stirring and cooking, and we just got to make sure we bring everybody, you know, along the way to, you know, being on the road to greatness. But, you know, in terms of, you know, with the offense, I think that we just got to do whatever we can, man, to take care of the football, make plays, and obviously come with that intensity each and every week. And I think that we'll be happy with the results that we get.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Send me to your